Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I guess everyone can hear me clearly. I see CryptoBob Prof in the chat. Can one of you kindly acknowledge that if you can hear me loud and clear? Sounds great. Let's give few more minutes. See if more people are joining. Okay, I guess we have waited long enough, so let's get started. Um, So today's release update, which is still we are in the alpha version, and this is like alpha 0.6 release, and this is a special and crucial release because we did accomplished some important breakthroughs with the web app which we are building here. Ever since we started building for the first 1 month, we tried to integrate market data or block explorer related queries where you can just give a transaction hash or a wallet address and get some questions about it. And then later we decided to integrate the market data thing where currently we are fetching data from CoinGecko and then it can answer any questions about a token just by calling out the token's name. But we all need to understand something is that we are kind of trying to build a conversational, unified, singular interface for the entire blockchain products. It's not the AI is going to be kind of replace every single thing. I mean, like not replace, but it's going to give a new user interface for every single apps that's been in the crypto space for a long time. So this project is kind of at the center of everything that we have in the crypto now. Like there are some market data related projects like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and then we have the dexes, and also we have the centralized exchanges. But all these have its own product and its own different interface. What we are trying to achieve through X-GPT is like just through conversational user interface, we could able to connect with all these different services and able to perform a lot of activities just from one single point of contact. I see some feedback. Can you? Okay, sorry, I'm just testing out a new microphone. I am not a pro with broadcasting. Is my sound better now or? How about now? It's good? Okay, great. So yeah, so as I was mentioning, we are kind of building a CoinGecko CoinMarketCap, and also we are building a Uniswap type thing, and also we are building a Etherscan type products. So we are actually kind of building 100 different types of products. It has to come together within this XGPT interface. So it's a massive one, but we just got started with these stuff, and it's it's kind of working now. We are just laying out the foundation stuff. Just imagine a building. We are just setting up the scaffold for now. We just make sure like it's working, it's according to the plan and everything. But eventually, as the days progress, we will set up the bricks, get the painting done, interior decoration done. Similarly, with this conversational interface, even the entire world, it's a completely new one. So enhancing the chat experience takes time, but eventually, in another 6 months, we will be having a really mature product which could perform magic in the crypto industry. Let's just see the demo which we are going to. Hello, X. Good to see you again. Great. So today's demo, I'm just going to keep it very simple. Let's buy some meta reset tokens. Buy some meta reset tokens for me. We have to bear with a few of the delays because again this model is running on a very limited capability server, but as we move forward, we will expand the scope of that. So it's asking, before moving forward, may I ask how much Ethereum would you like to invest in purchasing MetaRaiser token? Let's do 0.1. I'm going to say like 0.18. It's thinking. Thank you for confirming the trade. Please note that there is a 0.3% fee charged by Uniswap on every transaction. In addition, please ensure that your wallet is connected to MetaMask and has sufficient funds to complete the transaction. Let me confirm with you one last time. Do you want me to proceed with the trade 0.1 Ethereum to purchase MetaRaiser token? Let's confirm it, right? Yes, I agree. So what happens now is it invokes the MetaMask wallet here, and it's asking for us to confirm with the trade. And together, I told like 0.1 ETH, but along with the gas fee and etc., it's 0.11. If I confirm here, it's going to make the transaction done. But for now, I'm just going to reject this. So just to show that the error handling is also happening. So once we reject, X knows that we have rejected the transaction, and then it just says like, okay, the hash has been executed. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry, can you all hear me now? Yep. Can someone acknowledge in the chat here? Can you hear me now? Okay, great. Yeah. So yeah, as you see, like the responses from the X is completely different every time because it's not a predefined text that is being printed in the display every time, because that's what the usual chatbots used to do back in the days. Like even now, some of the websites has a customer support chatbot in the corner. I absolutely hate that thing. So this is not. This is actually having an thinking AI behind this, which is getting our request and also kind of like getting all the data that it needs to think about, and then thinking and then taking some action on behalf of us. So again, if you here see like we like to use point to it to buy MRI tokens, I'm again going to acknowledge like yes, it's going to invoke the MetaMask again, and yeah. So I'm going to reject this again. Let's see how it's okay. Do you want to try again with the same one? Because now, as you see, like it has detected that we rejected the transaction. It says like, do you want to try again with the same amount? Sorry. Or do you want to like change something, right? Yeah. So basically, this is working now. I would advise everyone who is going to try this. It's live now in our website. Anyone who is willing to try this, I would throw in a lot of caution. Chat with it. As I told, this is just imagine this whole AI is a kid whom we are is a really intelligent and powerful kid whom we are training how to do some stuff on behalf of us. So just chat with it. Currently, it only supports the tokens which are majorly listed in CoinGecko and also only on the Ethereum platform, and it should be on Uniswap. But as the days goes, we will expand that to like all the tokens in Uniswap could be able to trade it using this. And what else? Yeah, so basically just go ahead and try it out. You could able to buy something. It's live now. But as I told you before, just play it with a lot of caution. It's fairly new. Before confirming or signing the transaction from your MetaMask, double check everything that make sure like X got it right. Just check like if this is the right amount which you mentioned, the right amount of Ethereum, etc., right? Cool. So that's with the demo, but also I need to show a few things regarding our further roadmap regarding X, right? One thing is we initially first started with the market data module, and what it can do with the market data module right now is it can able to if you give like a search a token by name, and then it can able to find it and then return the entire market data about that particular name. We are going to pause here and keep this market data module as it is. We are not going to expand with future scope for the near future, but what we will be doing is we'll be expanding to DEX tools and also coin market cap sources, so that we will be covering all the unlisted tokens from DEX tools, and also CoinMarketCap has a huge amount of tokens compared to CoinGecko. And also with Block Explorer module, this is all the things which we can do now. It's kind of like you can give a token address, wallet address, or a hash, and then ask anything about it. One more thing which we'll be adding is like you can give a smart contract or a token contract address and then ask X to explain the logic behind it. By this, you can able to avoid any honeypots, any scams in that. So that will be really huge. That's the one thing which we will be implementing in the near future with the Block Explorer module. And the third one is the wallet connect model, which we just saw. Basically, you can connect your wallet and start asking all these questions like the tokens, balance, recent transactions, etc., etc. We will be expanding the wallet connect module with MetaMask and few more providers as much as possible. We already got that feedback from the Meta Results portal launch. So that where some of the efforts would go with respect to the wallet connect module. But these are all very limited. Why? Because our focus is going to be completely on this AI enabled trade module for the next 2 to 3 months at least. What we are seeing now is like we could able to just buy a token just by mentioning its name, which is a huge user experience improvement in my opinion. Like previously you have to kind of go to Uniswap, get the token's contract address, and then it's really hard to find the token you have to import that contract into the Uniswap trading application, etc., and slip page setting, everything. Right now, it's all just through chat. But we are not going to stop that. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The next one we want to do is like finding pairs. Just by mentioning a token name, we just want to see what are all the pairs that are trading in Uniswap, and not just Uniswap, but we will be expanding to SushiSwap and also to other chains. And maybe even like let users connect with centralized exchanges through their API keys. And by that, we can able to, like for example, if Meta Reset, we can just tell and then it can give you all the different pairs. And the trade execution we just saw now, and also trade suggestions is something really cool. We have been custom training our own AI model for this one, where we are mining the entire crypto Twitter data along with the market data, sentiment analysis, price predictions, everything together. So this will be the huge release coming up in the next couple of months, where you can just go into X every day and just say that, hey X, what are the tokens which I can invest today to make some profit? And it will predict and give you some suggestions. Again, more things like risk analysis before executing a trade, and then all the past trade analytics. One other thing which we will be doing is using the your wallet. We will be storing all the chat history decentralized on the blockchain so that only the user can access, and that's optional. If the user decides not to store anything, they don't need to store it. Also, trade alerts, limit order, everything. So these are just one of the few capabilities which we want to build with the AI-enabled trade model in the next 2 to 3 months. But again, once we get through this list done, it will be more. It will be more. We just want to build this into like a massive crypto platform. More, will it be free? Absolutely not, because we are running few AI models ourselves, and also we are seeking the help of OpenAI to establish the conversation between the user and our AI models. Imagine that OpenAI has the ChatGPT models, which is a great conversational chatbot. What it basically does is that it acts as the mediator between the user and our own AI models, because our AI models are trained to execute trades, price predictions, and etc. We don't need to reinvent the wheel to establish a conversation between the user and the AI. So that's been taken care of OpenAI. So it's going to be not free. We will be having a free tier where very basic functionalities will be available for the user. For example, just maybe executing a trade, but all this price prediction, analytics, risk analysis, etc., will be paid. It could be done two way. One is through a paid subscription, so you can probably just use your credit card to swipe and get a monthly subscription and start using it, or token gating. Holders of XGPT tokens will be rewarded. They don't need to be paid subscription, and they can probably use the complete features of the app as long as they are holding some X amount of tokens for X amount of time, which we will disclose later what those numbers will be. But more interestingly, we want to reward. So one other thing which I want to touch is like right now it's just a web app, but very soon before the end of the summer it will be on mobile for sure. I guess like it would be super cool to just open my mobile app and just chat and make some trades and do some analysis. And also a few more interesting thing is like we are exploring VR. Martian has been already building the whole Odyssey world, and we are also moving into VR support for that, especially with the new Apple VR launch was like dope. We want to be the first one to get on that with the metaverse. Why XGPT will have a VR thing is like Martian is already designing an animated character for our XGPT. It will be our mascot and it will be 3D animated, where you can go into the VR world and talk to that character and get some stuff done. Just saying that instead of typing, it will actually talk back to you with some replies. It's like your actual virtual banking or trading assistants, which you can see and talk to it. So that'll be cool. This is what I'm really excited about. This is something to give back to the community. We are going to launch a very, very minimum set of NFTs that probably, I don't know the numbers, but it won't be more than 500 NFTs. Why? We just saw that we have a paid and a free subscription things. But these NFT holders will be getting lifetime access to all the features in the web app, mobile app, or even like VR lifetime. We are going to launch these 500 NFTs at a very, very minimal price to start with. This is just for the community, for all the early adopters who are supporting us. Because just imagine, like, I actually pay ChatGPT. I have a pro subscription. I pay around like $25 to $30 a month because I need it. I could see people will be paying around the same amount of money every month for this app when it reaches such level of maturity. But just imagine if I have like a free pass, not a free pass exactly, but a limited pass, which I can use to, I don't need to pay forever in my entire life. But that's not the only benefit. I can probably just trade it. Like, let's say I buy this NFT for like a $200, but down the line in 2 years, this product becomes like really big, and someone might be even buy that for like $2,000 or something. So this NFT has a real value, real utility behind it, and it's tied directly into the product, and we are going to make only once. There won't be any additional NFTs throughout the entire history of the product. We won't be releasing anything. Most likely we will be launching around 500. But yeah, soon you can expect these announcements coming up. I would like to take any questions from the community. I'm looking at the chat now. Would MetaMask browser support be included in the future? I don't know if it does works already. As you just chat with X can able to communicate with your MetaMask extension and make transactions on behalf of you, read your wallet balance and everything. Any other questions? Let me give a few more minutes to, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. Even now, if you try to access this website through your mobile, it's going, and you have the MetaMask mobile app installed and everything, it's going to just, you can go to MetaMask mobile app browser and start using this right now. But eventually when we launch as a standalone mobile app, we will have the wallet inbuilt too, alongside with the other wallet providers like MetaMask or anything. You can able to create a wallet with X, and it will have your private key within your device encrypted, and you can perform the trades without even like switching to other providers. Can it be prepared with DEX tools to trade newer tokens? Yes, it is. So the first thing we want to do is with DEX tools and coin market cap, we want to bring all those knowledge and resources into the X so that it can at least answer questions about this. See, what we are doing now is like kind of a search engine plus market data plus trading plus analytics thing. So just by typing in some token name, it's going to search through all the different token names and get something for you. So yeah, we are going to integrate DEX tools. With the DEX tools, it's a little bit complicated. It's because there are millions of tokens with too many duplicates. That's why we are still having it under development. We need to test it thoroughly before releasing it out because some might buy a different kind of token. So yeah. Even with this trade, I would, as I said, like it's a baby. It's still a baby. Just give it time. Be patient with this. Try it out. Some things might work. Sometimes it doesn't work. But we will we are deploying this every day. Every single day, there's a deployment going up, and it's improving like 1% at a time. I guess there are no further questions. Prof, do you think we can wrap it up? Yeah, that's a good question. So the thing is, as we just saw, for the same kind of input, the model replies in a different way. Just imagine like a child, you just teach a child something, it's not going to respond the same way every time you talk with it. But give it a year or two, you train on something and it becomes a pro, right? So that's what's happening right now. We need like millions of data to train this AI. So generating those millions of data is a huge work for now. We are thinking about hiring some AI and ML engineers just specifically to this task. But before we generate those data and train the AI, we have to figure out the whole infrastructure and the whole logic behind like how it's going to work. I mean, like it's again going back to a child example. Before teaching a child, we have to exactly determine what we are going to teach the child. Because again, we need millions of data. It's not just like a 10 or 20 MB of data. So it's going to be like GB of data. So that's why we are focusing on building this thing first and releasing it out so that based on the community feedback and our own testing and a lot of these things go factor in determining by 6 months, we will know exactly how X is going to behave. And then we will feed all those training data to it to make it more. Sorry, again, I lost my mic. ChatGPT was like under training for like 5-6 years, I guess. We don't need that much, but I would say like in 6 months, it would be a pro. It would move from its infant stage. That's right, DKC. Yeah. The more and more we throughout, the more and more we use, and the amount of data increases, and hence its efficiency increases. Right on. Yeah, Kyle, you can rewatch it, and also you can try performing trades through the. It's live now. You can start playing with it. Our testers are, we have like a big round of testing going on today. So as I told you before, play it with caution, expect a lot of bugs, but eventually I think there is a new build going on tonight which will be much more stable than what you're experiencing now. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay, I guess it's about time. Thank you everyone for joining here, and DKC, all your questions were really interesting. I'm looking forward to um, connect with you again on our next release. As I told before, keep playing, play safely, and be patient with X. It will get better day by day. Good to connect with you all. As I told you again, there is another build going today, which is much more stable. I will post an announcement in Telegram channel about that. And then, yeah, so every once in 2 weeks, we will be having a big release. And every once in a month, we will have this kind of YouTube live to share exactly where we are. We will reuse the same deck to show our progress, demos, and everything. Until then,